Hey there, good folks. Dr. Charlie here. Welcome to today. Today, in particular, we're kind of in the midst of a worldwide So, what I'm offering today, I'm not putting a time limit on it. Instead, I am just going over some of the best tips and tools that I know on how to keep calm and not go crazy when there's panic all around us. So first, and in fact, this is my first tool. First, let us take our 3 deep breaths together to just come together and center and ground and gather ourselves. So breathe all the way into the bottom of your belly and release. Twice more. And release. One more time, breathe all the way in to the bottom of your belly as if you were filling it up like a balloon. And release. So I have a list. Here, and 3 deep breaths is really my first, it's always my go-to. You can do that at any time, and it just draws you into yourself. It draws you to more of yourself so that you can be fully present, fully available for whatever is happening around you. So for the next few tips, I'm going to stand up behind me and show you kind of what I'm doing there. This second one is called Zip Up and Hook Up, and this comes from Donna Eden's Energy Medicine. So Zip Up is drawing your energy into yourself. Let me step back just a tad more, and you're going to come from the bottom of your pelvis and like you're zipping up the front of yourself, and you come off your bottom lip like you're snapping something into place. So we're going to do that 2 more times as well. Zip up the front of your body and off your lip. 1 more time. Zip up the front of your body and off your bottom lip. And then, so that's the zip up part. Hook up. You're going to take both of your middle fingers. You're going to put one in between your eyebrows and one in your belly button. You're going to push in and pull up. And just breathe here for about 10 seconds. You want to breathe deeply. 3 breaths is about 10 seconds, so 1 more. What we did there, so hook up, what are we hooking up? In traditional Chinese medicine, we have what are called meridians, which are kind of like subway stations. They are tunnels through your body, and not literal tunnels, but energetic tunnels. And so we have our central channel. They're called channels in TCM. Our central channel, which comes up the front of our body, that's actually what we zipped up the first time. And then our governing channel comes from our tailbone over our head and stops at the tip of our nose. So what we did was we connected those 2 circuits so that they run in a continuous circle. So that's zip up and hook up. That comes from Donna Eden's Energy Medicine. This next one is called a central core. It's called central core breathing. And so what we're going to do, you're going to pretend like there's a huge straw coming through the center of your body. And your anchor points that you're going to squeeze, and you're going to squeeze them as if you were giving them an internal hug. The anchor point, so one is called Mula Bandha, which means root lock, which again is at the bottom of your pelvis. That's the base of your pelvic bowl. If you were going to the bathroom and you had to stop midstream, that's what you're squeezing. Ladies, if you know what a Kegel exercise, same group of muscles, that's what we're squeezing here. So that's your first anchor point. Then you're going to squeeze your heart like you're giving it an internal hug. Then you're going to constrict your throat. You want to get like a Darth Vader breath. And then you're going to roll your eyes up to the top of your head as if you were looking out the top of your head. It's that point. So once you find the point, you can release your eyes. You can unroll them. You're squeezing that point. So we're squeezing that like it's a giant straw. And then I want you to breathe through that. Let's breathe from overhead down the straw. Hold it in your belly and release. now breathe up from the earth. Hold it in your belly and release over your head. Breathe down from overhead into your belly. This time when you breathe into the earth, there's a plug at the center of the earth that's just for you. I want you to plug in and breathe up from that plug. Hold in your belly and out through the top of your head. There's also a plug in the sky that's just for you. So I want you to plug into both your parking lots in the earth and the sky. And one more time, let's breathe down from the sky into our bellies and into the earth. Up from the earth into your belly and into the sky. And then I just like to kind of spread that energy around a bit. Okay. So that central core breathing, that comes from Dr. Sue Morter over at Morter Institute for Bioenergetics. And I'll put these links into the comments when I'm done. So 3 deep breaths, zip up, hook up, central core breathing. Another thing that comes from Donna Eden's energy medicine is called calming the general. Remember the circuits I told you about? So another one of those is called the triple warmer. And the triple warmer is like your general. We must do this. The triple warmer likes to make plans. It likes things that are concrete. And sometimes what that governs is our fight, flight, or fright response. And sometimes we just need to tell the general to have a seat. And the way to do that is to start with your thumbs on your temples, and then you're going to rest your fingertips on your forehead, and from there you're going to, with a little bit of pressure, you're going to push out and behind your ears and off your shoulders. We're going to do that twice more. So start with your thumbs at your temples, fingers resting on your forehead, behind your ears and off your shoulders. And then this third time we're going to start with our thumbs or temples, same thing, and then come around, and instead of off your shoulders, I want you to rest at your heart center. And really by heart center, I mean the center of your chest. And just hold here for a moment. This helps to calm down our frenetic, frantic energies. And again, centers us into our hearts. So this was also from Donna Eden's energy medicine. Of course, with my glasses on, I can't actually see. Other things, we are vibrating creatures. Everything that we know in the universe is vibrating at some frequency, some rate or another. And it's important to keep your vibration at a calm rate or at a useful rate. Panic is not a useful rate for really anything. Panic is useful when your life is immediately in danger. However, all these other times, panic is not necessarily the most useful reaction to things. So being mindful at what rate you're vibrating is important. That includes being mindful about the media you're taking in. After a couple of days ago, when sort of things when it hit the fan, I said, I can't be on social media because I'm thinking about this thing all the time, and that is not helpful for my day-to-day existence. So really being mindful of what energies you're consuming, what energies you're surrounding yourself with, and how that is impacting you. You can check in with your nervous system. Are you shaking and frantic like you've had too much caffeine? That might be a sign that your body's in overload. So the calming the general, that was part of bringing us out of that state, as well as really just being aware of what you're consuming in this time. Many people are home. Many people have been asked not to come to work. Schools are closed in many places. So this is a lot of time. This is also a time to really, now that you have the time, to maybe reconnect into a community vibration. Check on your neighbors, check on people who certainly have compromised immune systems. If you know that, please do check and give them a call. I'm sure they'd appreciate you thinking about them. Check on your elderly people. Check on people who may be more vulnerable to contracting this than others. And included with your vibration is also don't underestimate the power of your own words and how those can speak your truth into existence. I am healthy and I am strong. As you may or may not know, I've lived in a lot of places, and with living in a lot of places in a country that doesn't provide universal health care, I've not always had health care for most of the last like 15, 20 years of my life. And with that, me telling my body and my cells that I am healthy and I am well has kept me overwhelmingly healthy and well for all of that time, particularly when I don't have health insurance. So don't underestimate the power that your own voice telling your body what it is going to do. Don't underestimate the power that that has. And that is in line with keeping your vibration at a place that is useful for you. And useful might be uncomfortable. Useful might be not what you're accustomed to, and that's okay too. But I think it's really important in this time where there's a lot of uncertainty and we're not sure what to do. In most people's memory, this has not happened where something has taken over the whole world so quickly, and we're not quite sure what we're going to do and what the next few weeks are going to look like. So do be mindful of what your voice is saying, of what it's telling your body, what it's telling your cells. I'm telling my body that I'm healthy, I am, and strong. And I'm healthy, well, and strong. I knew I wrote it down. I'm healthy, well, and strong. And I expect to be healthy, well, and strong. Please do, again, remember your breathing. Remember your own humanity. I talked about that in the previous video. And remember the humanity of others. We're all in a bit of uncertainty, and so not panicking, finding a sense of calm, finding a sense of centeredness will help, will go a long way in reducing the amount of stress that this may put you and your body under, and as well as your community. So remember community, remember the power of your own voice, be intentional with how and where you're spending your energy and what energy is coming into you. And remember to breathe. Remember, I offered several breathing techniques here. Some resources for you: Donna Eden's Energy Medicine, Dr. Sue Morter's Bioenergetics. And I also have a course, great for 2 weeks, just throwing it out there, called Practical Tools for Everyday Wellness. A few of these are in that, and there's also a number of others that are not included, that I didn't include here, that you can check out. I will again put links into the comments here or into the description. And please let me know what you're doing to stay healthy, well, and strong. I'd love to hear about it. Until that time, I am Dr. Charli Brown. I want you to take great care.